Hey, how's it going everyone, this is Kritik here, and in today's video we're comparing two of the most popular photo editing apps available for Android. So on our left we have Snapseed by Google, and on our right we have Lightroom CC by Adobe. And the rules are pretty simple. There will be 3 rounds, and to win either of the apps must win at least 2 rounds. So now let's get right into round 1. So for round 1, we'll try to find out which of these 2 apps are easier to use for someone who is using any of them for the very first time. Talking about Snapseed, when you open it, it greets you with this grayish white screen which says tap anywhere to open a photo, and that's pretty much it. You tap anywhere on the screen and then select the photo you want to edit, which most of the times is the last photo you clicked, and boom, start editing. In Lightroom, on the other hand, though the process is of the exact same number of steps as in Snapseed, but here the main screen is a bit more filled with stuff, and the option to import a photo is here at the bottom right corner of the screen. And so for someone who is using the app for the very first time, it might take a bit longer to find it. So the winner of round 1 is you know what, let's do one thing. I'll tell you the winner of every single round at the end of round 3, but by the time I start the second round, here's a card where you can tell me which app according to you is the winner of this round. So for round 2, let's see which of the 2 apps has a better user interface. And since we started the previous round with Snapseed, let's start this round with Lightroom. So the user interface of Adobe's Lightroom is, not lying, really great. I mean, everything is right in front of you, whether you just want to crop the image or do some heavy editing. Everything is right in front of you. And so editing a photograph in Lightroom is really easy, all because of this really easy to use and at the same time feature-rich user interface. Talking about Snapseed, the user interface here is pretty minimal, but the options are not very well categorized as they are in Lightroom, and so one might get confused in the beginning. But other than this, to be honest, I found it easier to edit a photo in Snapseed over Lightroom, mainly because of the use of gestures here, which makes the editing experience in Snapseed really good. And I'm not kidding when I'm saying really twice in one sentence. So here's the card again. Tell me, what do you think, which app will win this round? Make your choice quickly as we are now moving toward the final round. So here in this third and the final round, we'll compare the features both of these apps provide, and this time let's start with Snapseed again. So I'm not going in too much details, but the Snapseed app provides a lot, if not all the features. You can literally take your photograph to a totally new level with it. Other than the basics, there are a lot of additional features too, which might come in handy, like adding grain or changing the perspective. And also taking into consideration that this app is completely free and there are no in-app purchases too. It's a must try if you want to take your photographs to a next level using nothing else but your phone. Coming to Lightroom, though it has less things to play with compared to Snapseed, it is still great in almost everything it offers. Whether you talk about the presets or the options to change the light and color of your photograph, it just nails it in all of this. And also you can get access to your catalog from any of your supported devices like your PC in which you want to use Lightroom using the same Adobe account. That's a really useful feature though. But then again, it's not completely free, although you can use almost all the features in the free version too. But to get access to all the features, including the one I just told you about, or the ability to play with the perspective, etc., you have to pay around rupees 320 a month, which obviously not everyone can afford. But I will still say the free version in itself is really amazing to deserve at least one try of yours. So that's the end of round 3, and now let's talk about the results. But again, before that, here's a card. Tell me which app according to you is the winner of this round. And for round 1, for me the winner is clearly Snapseed. Its home screen is Its home screen is pretty straightforward, and for someone who is using it for the first time, it's not at all hard to get started. For round 2, I'll go with Adobe's Lightroom because everything here is very properly placed and is right in front of me, even though I still really enjoy the use of gestures in Snapseed. And for the final round, I'll go with Lightroom again, and not lying, most of the features provided by both of these apps are pretty much the same, but there is one thing in Lightroom which made it the winner, and that is the ability to get access to the same catalog on all your machines. I mean, I don't use Lightroom on my laptop, but for the people who do, it's a really beneficial feature. So Lightroom won this battle, and do you agree with my opinions? Yes or no? Tell me in the comment section. Also, if you like this video, leave a like, and if you did not like this video, press the dislike button twice. I'll leave you with that. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one.